Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody guys. Today we again could take a look at the euro currency since some more clarity have appeared here and we could return back to discussion of this currency. It brings really very interesting setup right now, and the major background, major information we have on the weekly chart and on intraday charts. So daily chart is not very important here because it doesn't let to see the details that we need for trading on a common week. On the weekly chart, guys, you will read our weekly research, so we usually do not discuss the weekly in a daily video. But what is standing around the intraday charts, where we will discuss right now. So, in two words, market stands right now at a very crucial point, and mostly the further direction in the coming weeks will depend on direction of the breakout. For example, if market will break through the 1050 area and will exceed the top that we have right now, it will mean that upward action will continue further to the upside. If this will not happen, and market will drop below the yearly pivot point and turning the closing of the gap, that could lead to the further downward continuation. So this logic is very simple. On the daily chart, guys, we have bearish trend, really strong reaction on the Monday. So as you can see, reversal down was really strong. The market has dropped significantly back to the gap area. But after that, it stands very flat. So we even haven't discussed it in daily videos in the last week. And only on Friday, due to the release of the statistics, retail sales, CPI index, so it has shown the upward action. From the daily point of view, we have the bearish trend, and take a look, market mostly stands between the monthly pivot point and monthly pivot resistance 1. And this tells us that currently, from that standpoint, we can't treat this upward action as some new trend or something of that sort. This is normal retracement action, as market wasn't able to break through the monthly pivot resistance 1. Also, as you can see, market stands at the fib level 110.12. This is minor fib level. But the pattern that right now is forming on the intraday charts will become the key to the further action. You could probably recognize it on the daily chart, so it's obvious that we have the head and shoulders pattern, but this is not simple. Now I will show you what is really going on here. On the 4-hour time frame chart, this is our head and shoulders. We have discussed it even on Monday. When the market dropped right here, we said probably we need to get some upward retracement after that. And this indeed has happened. So, but has happened only on Friday. But anyway, this part of our trading plan has been completed. We have waited for this upward bounce, and this upward bounce has happened on Friday. Now you easily could recognize the shape of the head and shoulders pattern. This is the left shoulder. It also takes the shape of the butterfly. That's very often happens. The head stands 1618 from the shoulder. This is usually normal extension for head and shoulders pattern. Almost all pattern stands in place. Now market is forming the right shoulder. The top of this pattern should be formed around 109.50. This is the 618 resistance from this top to this bottom. That's the point where the top of the right shoulder should appear. Here we also, guys, have double ripple buy pattern, but it's not really very important because it already has hit the target. What real problems for the bearish pattern exist here? The first is a classical potential failure. So, for example, if market will not stop here and will show the acceleration right to the top of the head, this will mean that chance on the failure of the head and shoulders is really significant, and market will exceed the top. This will be a very important breakout. The signs that suggest this possibility are this fast action. It's not really good for right shoulder. And take a look. We have the bullish hidden divergence with the MACD. This divergence usually suggests taken out of this stop. Recently, we've got the same on the gold market, and probably those who are following our gold research should remember that. This is two points, classical points that suggest that the overall price action around these hand shoulders could be tricky. But another setup, it's not really very recognizable, and it calls as OOPS. This is Judd Napoli setup, and it has relation not only to the hand shoulders, but any classical patterns, triangles, some in any other. So, but here we are dealing with the hand shoulders, and what the problems with this? So take a look that right below the neckline, we have the confidence support. It's 108.20 area, approximately. And Judd Napoli tells that when the market has the confidence right below the neckline, it's really great chances, great probability that even when the hand shoulders will start work properly, when it will meet the confidence, it will hold for the price action and could reverse price back above the neckline. As soon as this will happen, the stops that have been placed, traders who are trying to take the part with the hand shoulders downward action will be triggered, and it will push price even higher. That could lead to the failure of the hand shoulders. This will not necessarily mean that the hand shoulders will collapse totally. Very often happens that when the Judd Napoli setups work out, market returns back down and continue move lower. But you never know when you see it. You never know what will happen. So either this will be total collapse of the hand shoulders, market will reestablish upward action and start an upward trend, or later it will return back to the downward action. We just see right now that this is the risk factor. Okay, and take a look also that this confidence stands at the edge of the gap. So this upper border of the gap here. So what does it mean? It means that if you have the bearish view and you would like to take the short position, for example, if you will take short at the top of the right shoulder, when market will start to move down, move your stop to the break even or even lower, and take the half of the profit or some part of the profit right at the confidence support. Because market will succeed and still break this area and will continue to move down, so it'll be very good, so you will lose nothing. But if market will reverse up, you will not just get some profit, but also you will close the rest of your position with no loss. This will be a very big advantage for you. At the same time, guys, if you have the bullish view and you believe that market should continue to move higher, this is also the important level for you, because you need to wait either the upper breakout and classical failure of the hand shoulders pattern, or you could try to go long here with the knowing that this is the Judd Napoli directional pattern. And if even market will not start the real bull trend, here some upward actions and some nervousness will appear, and maybe in tough action, this volatility will increase here, and that will let you to make some money on the possible pullback here. Because this is a very interesting setup and not everybody sees it. So that's what we have on the euro currency right now. So as you can see, the intraday trading process will be really difficult. It's not will be simple on the next week. If you're a daily trader, that's a bit easier program for you. So you just need to wait for a breakout. Either to the downside, so will be market starting to close the gap and drop below 108 area. This will mean that downward action will continue, or if market will break through the 110.50 area. Also, guys, I suggest you to read the weekly research, because on the weekly chart it's really a lot of information, and you will understand why the chance on downward action is really significant, because market has formed a really important pattern there. So let's see how the situation will develop, and probably it seems that the euro currency indeed will become our major currency on the coming week in daily videos.